and sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.
So happy. You can see how after they are playing with SKD. I'm so yeah.
So let me say good morning and a pleasant welcome. Today is the 17th day of August here in September in Liberia, and we are here to discuss more about the happening in our May edition of Sports Extract. We'll have Mr. King from the angle of FC Facil will be discussing with us this morning on his role as head of marketing promotion and film development of FC Facil ahead of that encounter with MC Ojo of Nigeria. Also going to talk about the team publicity in terms of his achievement, in terms of how do the team work, in terms of their preparation. You know very well that there are times or procedure leading to preparation when it comes to publicity in Nigeria, most especially for our fan base and also for running the team because it is his area in terms of marketing the team. We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to dive into Liberian football a bit, talking about Liberian football since the championship of FC Facil have a Liberian football game. What do we see in Liberian football? What do we expect to see? Are there big development in the game now? Looking at the national team performance, and also looking at the current development at the level of Liberian Football Association, the grassroots level, up to the upper women league. We talk a bit. The timing girls also uh, is on the stewardship of Anthony Kasako, and he's the owner of FC Facil and also the owner of the Timing Girls, the champion of the Open Women League, part-time champion, by the way, and they are also in charge of women football for the past 5 years. They are great contenders in Liberian football, most especially in the region as well. They've been participating in the WAFU competition. This is the first time that we'll have SC Facil competed into the CAF championship qualification, and we'll have to see them going against Nigeria Giant, as I said. FC Facil is a very good team in terms of their work, in terms of like preparedness, in terms of what to do. But we should also have it on our mind. We must not expect so much from them because the guys that we are playing, they are also champions. They've been competing into this competition that Facil is going in currently. Based upon that, not much is expected, but we believe in our guys. They're going to make Liberia proud. They're going to make Liberia shine brighter on the map. So on this note, we'll go for this break and we will be back and introduce our guest. He's Peter King Quay. He's here. Like I said, he's the head of marketing promotion and fan development at the level of SC Facil, Liberia 2024-2025 champion of First Division League. Let's go for this break. We'll be right back. So welcome back. We'll quickly dive into it to full hour discussion on FC Facil as well as Liberian football. Mr. Peter King Quay this year is the head of marketing at the level of FC Facil. Mr. King, good morning.
Thank you so much, and it's a very, very pleasant time to be with you in your studio here. I'd like to say a very big thank you to the management of this institution. I think it's one of the cracking in Nigeria. So thanks for welcoming. And I mean, it's a pleasure.
It's the first time here, by the way.
Yeah.
Seeing you are a runner of praises of what we do here. Let's talk about you as a person coming into sports. And as I learned, you are a former media, mainstream media, because once a media man is always a media man. You're no longer in mainstream. Tell us about you.
No, I'm actually still in media.
Okay.
And actually, I have my own television stuff as well. And
Okay.
So I've done multimedia for the past years. I've been for more than 10 years now, and I continue to do it. But now I don't actively get involved into the production. I do more technical work. So I'm trying to set up a team. So the work has still been going behind the scenes. But then I'm I've shifted into something else. It's taking most of my time moving around. So that.
Let's talk about you as a head of marketing at the level of FC Facile, your day-to-day responsibility, coupling with marketing, promotion, film development. How can you describe that?
Yeah, no, it's been a hectic time, and then because my portfolio came as far as maybe you may not know, I used to be the marketing director for the LFA.
Okay.
And then transition from there. But then FC Facile has been where I've been doing most of the marketing stuff. And over the past, I think more than in 2024, FC Facile celebrated in terms of quietly 15 years.
Okay.
And that has been a very serious, tumultuous journey. I've been with the team. But point in time I wasn't there, but then it's a home. So it has been a very long journey for me in terms of marketing the brand. As I said, in fact, the concept of developing the brand has been a very tough one. So over the years, we have been moving as one of the most visible teams when our CEO was actually around. And so when he returned, we had to spark up a way to actually let the brand be visible again. And we can assure Liberia as there are only two brands in Liberia football, FC Facile and then other brands. But we believe that we have developed the brand to the
There are other two
brands in Liberia.
Do you care to name the other?
FC Facile and the others. That's the fact.
And the other brands.
The others.
Okay.
Yes.
We're not talking about that today.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've come to a level where we have to move strength by strength. Some people have their own questions they want to ask, but then the structure of FC Facile has a vice president for partnership and international affairs.
Okay.
So bulk of the marketing in terms of what we should do with respect to branding basically come under me, and with respect to merchandise and replicas come under the international person, which is Madam Fatim.
Okay.
So basically that is how so people are on the rampage with respect to where is replica, where is this and that. And I just kept quiet because at the end of the day, the internal structure does not insinuate that this person should be the one to do this.
Okay.
The structure is with him. But I can assure the fan out there before even asks that there are more than thousands of FC Facile original replica jerseys. That would be the
we're going to dive into that. We just want to know the foundation of your work as head of marketing and fan rebranding development and stuff.
Yes. So going back to that same question again. So from marketing in terms of developing what the platforms that we should be posting on Facebook and the rest, we go beyond that to develop modules that are to get out sponsors for the team. Okay. So we are working in terms of developing the concept and sending out right now for CAF. Is with FC Facile to Africa campaign. Okay. So the FC Facile to Africa campaign is one of the new products that I have developed that we are systemically rolling out. We are branding from FC Facile Go Digital, which is a platform I've just developed with other technical guys that looks at how you can seamlessly be part of FC Facile by membership. So it's a membership app on the phone that you can get your details. So we have a statistics that we can show the companies that yes, if you want to be part of FC Facile, if you want to sponsor FC Facile, this is the number. FC Facile can boast of maybe 15 to 20 chapters. The chapters are like sub-fan base.
Sub-committees.
Yes, sub-fan base. Okay. Sub-fan base are chapters. So there are chapters and there's a national structure. So in terms of fan development, the chapters are like maybe Likutan chapter FC Facile fan base. Grand Bassa chapter of FC Facile fan base. That is the biggest.
I was on the old road yesterday.
Then there has an old road chapter FC Facile fan. There's a Queensville chapter. So there's a chapter and there's a national structure that has been in place in honor another colleague of mine who is also working on that in terms of the day-to-day technical development of it. But from what we stand for is look at how that structure fit within FC Facile as a unit. That is one of the things that we do. Then beyond that, we also look at FC Facile in terms of multimedia. What do we do in terms of media structure? So recently we developed a concept called the Facile TV production. So now fans will see directly next season in this CAF match, we have a production crew that will do own content. When I say own content, mean that we will not say Intersport cannot cover FC Facile. No, Intersport is a national station and they have access, but we have our internal own content production team that will develop content around the team and then make sure that we have our platforms that we can air them. Maybe we should be looking at that to also partner with Intersport to be a platform to air our own content.
Okay.
So beyond that, that is one of the concepts that in terms of marketing we have developed to push the brand to the public.
There's a journey that you just described relating to having your chapter all around the place. FC Fasha is set to face MC Ojo. How significant is the match for the club, both and on off the pitch?
Trust me, on the page, this is a historic match in terms of.
So it's on the aspect of on the page. I think that question is for the coach.
Yes.
You off the page, what you intend to do?
Off the page, we intend to ensure the brand is visible to our fans.
Okay.
We intend to treat our fan and every Liberian sports lover as a product of interest.
Okay.
We will be able to give you ticket access. You have tickets are already flowing out off the page. Tickets are already flowing out. You can go to major. We have almost about 6 to 7 POS around the country now. We're in Monrovia because we're converging in Painesville at SKD. So you can get some around Zeke Custom, the Zeke guys. Then you can get some with Too Easy. You get some with Child Luxury, right on Sinker. Those are the Sinker places. Then you can also get some through some of our top influencers. But then official Neve is the official sponsor where you can get it at the Neve showroom around the National Election Commission. There, you get there, you can get the tickets, and they are all very, very much affordable that you can be able to get some. That's off the page. But we're also going to be looking at intensive branding with respect to making sure that our brand is visible beyond the normal clubs that really go and play football. There, we want to set up a benchmark that when you come there and see the level of marketing in terms of branding that we want to brand our
at the
SKD, you should be able to understand that yes, we are not saying that we are the LRE or we are the Barcelona, but we believe that we need to have a proper team that can show a professional representation to Liberians come on the day of the game on Saturday.
From marketing point of view, being implemented to build momentum ahead of the game, can you share a specific objective that you tend to achieve at the end as a head of marketing?
Well, as a head of marketing,
in terms of your standout, brand, visibility, partnership.
Yes. So at this time, the structure was set up with a mobilization team. We got to give a very big thank you and commendation to the money team, headed by Tubaba. I must commend them for the work. Our aim is to fill the stadium, to set a new record in terms of a local team pulling such a crowd. I can assure you that we have numbers for the stadium to actually be at a play where an African game you watch on most of these African platforms, you see empty stadium. We want to be of not that kind.
Can we fill that stadium?
We pray to God that weather is good, no excuse for rain, and then we shall be able to, inshallah, get that stadium to the maximum that people will have comfort. First of all, filling is not just about it. CAF and FIFA have some safety regulations as well. That's one of the things that as a safety professional also I was considering in terms of how people will be safe, no overfill, no congestion in terms of people being health issues. So that's why we are looking at maximally getting a very level appearance or fare into the stadium. We also believe we need to consider the issues of stadium overflow. That's one of the
taking into consideration the level of the capacity at the stadium.
We consider that.
And also looking at how Liberians are now relenting on going on the field due to the loss from the national team. And we are just talking for a single team now. That's a club team we're talking about.
Yeah. No, don't forget now, the Brown SC is bigger and is bigger
than the country?
No, not bigger, but then we're looking at how to benchmark it with country leads, national team, games and the rest. But we believe that we've done a lot of work in terms of we had a mobilization team alone.
Okay.
Yes, headed by Tubaba, and that they were solely in charge of ensuring that the grassroots can understand that this is a party for us all. Come and let's be part of the history. So we think that particular aspect of work has been done judiciously. And we, as from the other aspect of collaborating with that team, we believe that come Saturday, we should have a maximum appearance that will resonate with the level of work we've done.
How does this feature compare with the previous high-profile feature you have had with your arch rival in the league, including Watanga, Kevin Levy? How can you compare with this feature?
Don't forget that after the league, we had to do some surgery on the team. When I say surgery, in terms of technical work, sorry, give me 1 minute. In terms of technical work, that will ensure that the team remains fit.
Okay.
So we had to do some pop-up. We lost our striker, which is in the person of Mark Yala.
Yeah, Mark Yala
is now in Uganda.
Okay.
So we had to bring in 5 international power pack. Box for box. Players that has come to prop up the team. And in terms of technically, we believe that we also fill our technical department with a new head, which is the coach, and that is a plus for us.
Okay.
And you saw our preparation in terms of build up to this particular team. We had almost 40 to 45 member delegation going to Egypt for a preseason. In the history of Liberian football team, as tend to be corrected, that we have spent enough and invested enough into the prepping the team and giving the team the level of preparation to match any kind of a team. Now I can boast that SC Faseh has an identity. SC Faseh play with teams that are highly globally recognized in terms of even the EPPNI team that is in Egypt. And you can see that SC Faseh play Simba. Simba is not a small league in terms of football. This is one of the biggest brands in Tanzania. When I visited some years ago with BYC, we saw the structure of Simba. If you play Simba just even behind the scene, you have actually pushed your brand to a level that even the player market will also try to grade you for that level of contact with that kind of team. That is the team we play, and we had a level-headed game. It was a very competitive game, so nobody must say that preseason, and it was not competitive. It was very competitive. Any result was actually going to hold, and it's in the books now that SC Faseh played them. So this is what, but local, in terms of locally, we don't see our matches with our local competitors as what we have gone to now.
Okay.
They have not tested our new line. Okay. Our new line in terms of departmental upgrading is very, very massive.
Does it mean that FC Fashion now will have to take charge for a longer time into Liberian League?
We aim to be the number 1 brand in Liberia when it comes to football. Not just in branding, in terms of player quality, in terms of technical structure, in terms of even management want to improve and be the number 1 when you want to compare. You can compare us with other teams, also Liberia, in terms of our sub-region, not even the whole of Africa. So say you want to compare us, maybe Super Sport or maybe El Alino. You got to compare with something across the sub-region in West Africa. There you can set that benchmark. We are very modest in terms of our achievement, and we believe that this is a progress that we need, a collective embracement for every sports lover, beyond being Watanga fan, Leicester fan, Barrow fan, IE fan. This is a national project that SC Faseh is leading. The leader of the day is not about the brand or the SC Faseh team. Is to show your love for a Liberian team that is striving to ensure that the flag of Liberia is also counted among the teams across Africa or clubs in Africa.
How are you coordinating with the coaching department, the media, in terms of your operations in building up for this big match?
Trust me, every department is actively working, and I would like to also.
Are you working together?
Seriously working together. Everybody's job in terms of terms of reference is very clear. We have someone in charge in terms of colleague, Mr. Martin, in charge of media accreditation. As I speak to you now, passes are already been production. We have already distributed the away team passes. We believe that within a couple of 24 hours from now, media passes should be ready. It will be discussed by the head of media in terms of how and when to pick up. The process is it. Tickets are already done. We have had, at this point, we believe that the ticket is of premium production that we can leave the public to get access to it. So we good to go in all departments. In terms of technical, I may not want to go and ask coach, how is the player do? That is not my area. That is technical. So, but we do have the feedback that all the players in camp are very happy. The momentum in camp is very high, and we believe that we want to transfer that same momentum to everyone that is listening on this particular platform. That yes, come Saturday, do not come with disappointment. Come with a strong faith and strong belief that we're not going to give any chances to have a negative result.
What's the color?
The color of the day is SC Faseh, yellow, green, and black. That is it. and we are going to be branding. We have a very intensive branding strategy that t-shirts will be there for the fans. Our fan base are already uniform, and we believe that we're going to push it to another level come the day of the game.
What special promotion or campaign are currently running ahead of the team match? What's the campaign like?
Yeah, the campaign, as I said, is FC Facet to Africa campaign. This is the biggest campaign we actually developed in terms of FC Facet Go Digital, FC Facet FC production. And then we also have put, the campaign jingle is on now running on radio now. We have about, so far we're still looking out to get more stations to benefit. At least we can give everybody some small of the piece of the cake in terms of the funding towards you playing the jingle. And we're going to make sure that everybody benefits from it. The SDFASET project doesn't look at one person. It looks at everybody to get something from it. So whilst we try to push our brand, we also bring in people to who offer certain level of minimum support, and then you also get some reward and appreciation in return.
Will there be any giveaway, discount, or unique thing experiences start to this game?
Yes, so with that has been planned, but then the running order is not already also confirmed here. We have entertainment for the day. Gate open early at 10 o'clock. Gate will be open. We have a star-studded array of top Liberian musicians and artists that are really prepared to push our entertainment aspect high to every fan that will be on the field that day.
Robert Johnson is following and saying it's good to have you on Into Your Sports. Francis Fala, I'm following live from Red Light, goalkeeper of Liberia and Petit national team. Judas is also following Tuveld, and a lot of guys are following this podcast. We're in conversation with the man, Peter King Quay. He is the head of marketing and fan development at the level of FC Facel at the gear up for their most anticipated encounter against MC Ojo of Algeria. So we're still yet. We'll talk more about the game. Mr. King, let's talk about this issue about journalists accredited, that will be accredited. Are they going to be sports journalists, or will have journalists from all walks of life?
Yes, that I cannot confirm, because I do believe that we have some local journalists that are representing international outlets. So with no disrespect to our guys who have been working so hard in the field, we got some guys from BBC on the ground and the rest. But we do believe that in terms of our media department, we will work towards the packaging of news that we can send across. Social media is everywhere. Now, SDFASET is both as one of the leading platforms in terms of numbers with respect to our platform. Check our platform. We're almost about 100 and something, if I'm not mistaken, 150 something K, in which we believe that for a football or sports brand, we believe that that's one of the biggest, in terms of followers in our country right now. We have people, people from America, Ghana, and the rest that I know reach out and you see that, yes, they following SDFASET in terms of performance. Right now we have a search engine that is showing more incursion from the North Africa, that yes, they are googling SDFASET to check on it. So you can imagine when we post, the whole continent will get a feedback about it. So in terms of news package and the international media representation, the local guys, we believe that they will push our content to the world.
You talk about collaborating with local businesses, influential. Yeah. What are the benefits?
Yeah. So those benefits are packaged that is always meant for conversations, and then we also going to discuss in terms of mutual benefits.
Okay.
And I believe that it's interest. If once you come forward and express your interest, we will have a way to discuss and then get you something that is very, very reasonable that we can work with. Everybody got to get some part of the cake to at least eat.
Now, I'm kind of concerned in Liberia when we talk about fan development. Many a times, fans in Liberia, unlike other countries that we have gone to, fans in Liberia expect much from the owner of the club, or even from the club itself, the players, instead of giving to the club. You, as a head of fan, have you faced this kind of challenges?
I faced it. Don't forget that this is not my Facet is not the first thing I work with. I work with FC. I work with UI. I work with all the in terms of many. Even the likes of Leicester, I can see they are doing some work for Leicester in terms of sponsorship acquisition for them.
Okay.
But then the fact of a fan development is a new phenomenon. Like being in charge of fan development does not mean that I have to go on the field to be able to go and tell you, like, John, come be part of no. We sit and strategically see what can we do in terms of structuring to have an impact on the club and then the fan. But we are transitioning from the fact of fan expecting club owner to buy a ticket, to buy a jersey. No, we have actually, our CEO is a very generous person. He kind of did something like that. But then we are transitioning to the extent that now, so for you to even benefit for the club, it should be in our database.
Okay.
So the fan base. But now, as if I said, go digital is to see your fan membership card,
okay,
and your fan membership contribution.
Okay.
And that contribution will lead you to some benefit that is listed based on your category. We got the ordinary, we got premium, and then we got the highest, which is the prestige,
okay,
where you can even have access to travel with the team at a very hefty discount. And that is what we are playing. So we are transitioning from the traditional mentality of being a fan of a club where you become a liability.
Yeah.
You become something like living on the club. So you should be able to transition to be able to support the club financially, like in Europe.
Yeah.
If you are Manchester United fan, when you say you're a Manchester United, you pay your dues, then you are happy to also buy your season ticket. That is what we're transitioning to. So as a fan development person for SC Facet, that is the structure we are putting in place. So in a couple of days to come, that is what we do. So for you to go on the street and say I'm a fan of SC Facet, there should be a certain level of distinction between you and someone who is an ordinary fan of SC Facet. There's a paying member of SC Facet as a fan who is there and will benefit professionally as a fan for SC Facet. That is the concept.
So there have been policies put in place now that before you become a fan or a highly rated fan, there should be certain criteria attached to that.
Yeah, not criteria per se. Okay. You will select the category.
Because a supporter is different from a fan.
That is where we want to change the mentality. It's about fan education as well. It's about trying to present a conversation that will educate Nigerians about being a supporter and being a paid fan. Even in the fan as well, that category of fan who just because of his passion for that club cannot stop worrying, identifying with the team. But you're now going to transition to be a commercially benefiting, fan of the club, okay, meaning that you identify, you have a registered number, even to the extent that even when there's game, you may even use your card to just enter because the premium will be paid for the ticket indirectly, and you can walk through with the SC Facet digital card. Okay. I have a sample here. Yes, digital card that you will be able to use in terms of how you will be identified as a SC Facet fan. So that is where we are now.
That is where we are. We still in conversation with the head of marketing.
So this is how it's like.
Okay.
This is I don't know a camera.
I think
this is how it's like.
You will need to send that to me, like, and then we'll have
this is the SC Facet Go Digital. When you do this, you get an official green card that will show you your fan number, and then you also get your due. Is there within the system, and then you can go anywhere and boast that yes, I'm a paying fan. Our fan now are our supporters, and we continue to encourage them to be regularized through the national structure. Okay. That is what we are going to do. So this is SC Facet Go Digital, the project in the marketing sector.
Peter Kane is still here talking more about Liberian football. SC Facet has geared up for an intense encounter against the giant of Algeria, MC Ojo. They will have to make this Saturday at the Samuel Kando Sports Complex to pave that way to the group stage of the CAF Qualification Championship in Africa. As you may be aware, they are the champion of Liberia 2024-2025 season. We'll go for this break. When we come back, we'll continue the discussion this time around diving into women's football and as well as grassroots development in Liberia. So welcome back. I'm Elijah Pine on the midweek edition of Sports Extra. I always hear every time with Edwin Batafoye. Today we have a guest here from the champions of the Liberia Football Association 2024-2025 season, FC Fasel. This time around, it's in the marketing and fan development. So you talk about a lot of things and in relation to fan development. In this area, let's talk about the data and technology, the innovation of your team. How has it been over the years?
Yeah. So, I jumped the gun already. So in terms of the data, in terms of technology, we believe that we have set the pace. In terms of what I'm saying, I always let us speak with evidence. So on my phone now, we have we have a platform called, as you can see, is clear. It's called it's a platform developed called FC Fasel membership.
Okay.
So that one is our database collection platform. Is even in our office. So if you are a member of FC Fasel, this is what we call FC Fasel gone digital.
Okay.
So it means that I can walk to you anywhere in the world based on geolocation. I can collect the data. We have a central data collection.
That's a mobile app?
Mobile app.
Okay.
So it's not open on the App Store. It's based on our own collection data platform that we have. So you cannot download on data.
So how can you get connected to it?
You cannot get connected. It's for us to take, for us to collect data from our work.
Okay.
So it's going to be packaged for.
It's not on Play Store or
no. It's our internal digital platform that we use to collect information on our members.
Okay.
Fans. So it helps us to collect information on the fan, where their locations, and then that's what we use as our database for marketing for now. So we're now going to transition from there to get an app. How you can get a Manchester United app where you can find all the league structure on the day. That is what is in the phase 2 of the project.
In terms of the AR, the VR experience for the fans.
Yes. So in terms of AR and the VR, yes, we still working on some of these things.
Okay.
At the end of the day, for us to get to this point, we will now want to jump the gun out and say we have everything.
Okay.
We are in transition and step by step. These platform all cost a lot. We also have we were negotiating a contract to get a Vimeo in terms of technical statistics for the club, but then marketing wise, we believe that it's for technical analysis issues. So it's still something in transition, but this is where we started. We believe that phase 2 will have that particular app on completed and then it will be uploaded.
Have you seen some measurable improvement in attendance or merchandise sales or results so far?
Trust me. We are one of the clubs that LFA can attest today that this season that passed, our team have never had a low attendance.
Okay.
We have stayed and stood tall in terms of consistent, in terms of fan appearing at
higher
our
game intake.
We will not be fair in terms of that statistics, but we believe that the number of people that turn out at this game or at our games have been very, very numbers that we can be proud of. That yes, our fan base have been very consistent. And we appreciate their time from their busy schedule to always make time. The traffic in Liberia and the level of frustration. Sometimes you want to get to places on the motorbike and the rest. So we want to take this time to thank our fans that have been very, very, dedicated towards FC Fasel being in that kind of a picture of a team that has a fan base that is committed to this team glory and sharing the success of the team.
So if you're following all, you can make your call. We will open the line, and I think the producer there can put up the line. The numbers are on your screen. You can just make your call. The head of marketing and branding of FC Fasel is here talking about Liberian football, talking about development. Let's talk about women's football in Liberia. FC Fasel, your CEO as well, also control Determined Girls, Liberia's champion over the year. Since you've been into Liberian football, like you said, you started at the level of Liberia Football Association, and now you are into high-profile authorities when it comes to club football. How have you seen women football?
Women football needs a lot of support and help. I'm not talking about players.
Have we improved?
One by one. Let me just give the one first. First of all, women football for me, I followed the game before the introduction of women football in Liberia, and I must commend each administration that have put in time and effort to redefine the modules and ensure that it becomes of a dispensation that women can also be seen in football in Liberia. Liberia football, women football have been one of the oldest even the sub-region. Liberia has boasted of some of the best women footballers, but then they have now moved to the level of international playing. I think with the level of work by the FA, I feel like there's hope, but then there's a need for consistent funding. There's a need to redefine the modules. I cannot criticize the structure now, but I think that there's a need for more experts that understand the marketing of the game. In terms of women football marketing, there's a model for women football marketing. The way you market men's football is not how you can market women's football. That is why in Europe they were complaining and then writing to the UEFA that they should be able to give the same money they give to Ronaldo to women football too. So in terms of competitiveness of it, we need to develop a new model to increase the competitiveness of women football. It's not competitive in terms of the arch rivalry between male football and women football. If we get the model right, we'll make a lot of gains.
Do you think we can go 50-50 with that?
There's a huge possibility.
It's not even 50-50 in the world.
No, if you look at 50-50, there are models to define a 50 and 50. But I'm saying that we need to redefine the models that will help to push it to the level of competitiveness. Because when you become competitive, then you can look for the percentages. So now we still need to redefine what women football, they have upper league, lower league. In other countries, these are some of the technical things that people see to be attractive. Because the way you, as a marketer, the way you package your product is how people buy it. And so in other countries, there's what they call premier division, first division, and the rest. If you go to Ghana, the women football is a divisional. And when we say upper and lower, it means that you have to redefine the category. There should be a logic behind why they did that. But I'm thinking, like, as you said, is it competitive? We have to repackage. Once we repackage, then we have something to actually hope on to improve the model and then get the best we want from it. I think there's a long way to go. Yes, it's a long way to go.
Someone is on the line. Good morning. How you doing?
Well, I'm good. And let me say, my name is Franklin Kemukai, and I'm the National Secretary General for the FC Fasel family. So let me just extend thanks and appreciation to you and to our colleague in studio.
The last time you was to come here, you didn't come, man.
Said I did?
The last time you was to come here, you didn't come.
Oh man, sorry, I was out of the country, so sorry about that.
Let's talk about the issue. Let's talk about your team.
Okay, so let me thank my colleague, our marketing manager. He's a hardworking man, and thanks for the information provided so far. And let me also extend my thanks and appreciation to the Intel family. You guys are doing wonderfully well for our sports in Liberia. And so quickly to Liberia, let me just say this: we encourage all of our brothers and sisters. This one, the game on the 20th is not about FC Fasel. It's about Liberia. We got an FC Fasel that will be representing Liberia. We also have Blackman Warrior that will be representing.
How are you talking like your CEO? So talking to Anthony Kashako.
No, not Kashako. This is the field-based secretary general. And so we just want to say thanks to our people. We will be outside tomorrow. As part of the preparation, we'll be outside tomorrow parading the principal street of Monrovia, beginning from Benny Highway, freeway, coming to the center of Monrovia and getting back to Tupu, the new Liberia where we will assemble in the morning. So we are encouraging all of our Liberians, brothers and sisters, sports enthusiasts and supporters to turn up on the 20th and the 21st to support Liberia to the FC Fasel Football Club and the Blackman Warrior. Thank you, Comrade, for being in studio, and thank you for propagating the message.
Thank you so much for being with us as well. You listen to him, have the involvement of Blackman Warrior, which I see is very important.
So Blackman Warrior, I've not spoken about it, not because I'm saying the noise is this, but part of the matter is,
they are also our representatives.
That is very common. Once you come out for all the team in Liberia, let's see how we can actually ensure that we get our local clubs the right support. Look, this is a time that will not come back easily again. Let's make the best of this moment and be able to promote and support our Liberian clubs. This is, go to other countries. If you find out how people are so die hard about their Asante Kotoko team.
Let them get this call. Have a limited time. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Elijah, and good morning to the guests.
I guess it's Hillary Johnson, the president of Liberia Film Biz Association.
Thank you. This is Hillary B. Johnson, the National Film Biz President of Liberia.
Okay.
So I will first start by commending the studio and the SC Facil team management for their level of work over the years. It is clear that they are doing well, and we must commend them for the national fan base angle. So the game is very closer, and from the angle of the fan of SC Facil, normally we are very expecting them through the national fan base angle to for plans and way forward on how to engage the fee on Saturday, and we are here to receive our communication for them. But then, as the president, I try to reach out to some of the individual telling the team. But then, at least we have someone in studio today. So, I just want to suggest, firstly, to say that we will be at FKD. Our national family member will be at FKD, and we will come there to support SC Facil and Black Men Warrior. But then, our quick suggestion to the team is to quickly inform the general public where the fan or SC Facil will be sitting, because there are different capacity there. For the national fan base angle, want to suggest that the SC Facil fan should sit at 19 and 18, where we ourselves will also encourage our members to come, because there where the players come in and go out of the field, and then whenever they are coming on, they will need that kind of momentum that will welcome them, and then they will feel at home and they will be motivated to do the job.
Were you not informed as to be part of this mobilization process as president of Liberia Film Biz?
Come again?
Were you not informed to be part of this process as to support SC Facil, Black Men Warrior as the president? Were you not informed?
Not at all. Not at all. I haven't received anything. But then we will be there, even if we are not respected as
I think that was not be respected.
Registered body to make sure that we are fighting to unite football fans together. As you may be aware, we just ended our first national fan club tournament.
And Facil was not part of it.
Where Discovery won, and we are trying to do our best, even though we haven't yet all the fan club together. But SC Facil should be one of those fan club that should be actively into this, because they are aware. Even the secretary who just called is also part of the channel. But then we will leave that for another time. We are only suggesting that the fan club should please go to 19 and 18, which is still we are encouraging our other members to purchase the 500 adult ticket, so that we can go there and be very closer to the perimeter and to the players, where they will come in and go on, so that the visitor can feel the impact of the Liberia supporter. And good luck to SC Facil. We are sure SC Facil and Black Men Warrior will win, so we will be there to support both clubs.
Thank you so much, Hillary Johnson. You listen to him. You guys that the whole president for the whole country.
Yeah. Not the president of the country.
The president of the country in terms of fame, because you have here fame.
Yeah. So you see, when this is someone the lapses in terms of the heat of production.
Okay.
So it's an oversight that we will use this time to apologize to you. But then in going forward, we will reach your office and then send you a communication or give you a call that can actually help to correct our lapses. But going forward, we believe that what he has suggested will know that in terms of the gate that thing that
because it will serve as a good means for the team where they sit, and when the team is coming out, the other team for the 12 men to be able to check.
That makes sense. So we're actually doing a pre-production visit to the stadium in terms of some other place to see one of the people. So we believe that going from tomorrow going to have clear line of where we're going to be placing people. I mean, VIP is VIP, VVIP is VVIP. Same in the rest of the supporters who believe in the static energy can be on that open air area. That would be for the same uniformity.
Let's talk a bit. You were at the level of women football.
I was talking about women football. No, I've not been at the level of women football before.
You are talking about, I mean, in our discussions.
That's okay.
You were at the level of women football,
Okay.
talking about women football, and you talk about a lot of there's no competition. Looking at the dominance of the timing girls, 5 years, one person just winning. But let's talk about the increase in women clubs in Liberia. Years back, I was following how only 13 clubs. Up to currently, we have 116 club plus in Liberia. We don't see that as a great improvement
For
at
women,
the angle of the LFA.
in terms of the increase from 13 to
Yeah,
106. Yeah, you see, when you say they say plenty noise can cook rice. But yes. So the only thing at our point, what we want to see is very, very the numbers transition into competitiveness.
Okay.
Yes. So we believe that the likes of Shatta FC, Determined Girls, I don't know, there's a World Girls, there's Ambassador, senior professional team from Jalakova, and so these are old names, some old and new names.
Okay.
We believe that there's need to inject more capital into the.
But first, we have F Injured dominating. It's now Determined Girls.
You see, as I said, where is F Injured today?
Okay.
So the dominance of the team and the team going to oblivion is another factor. So it means that we still need funding to ensure that the women football come to the level. We need to transition from people taking money from their pocket to run team like Liberia. That is the first mark of competitiveness. Because if you can see people setting up structure and then the fan also are happy about the club, they become something like a win-win situation. That is what most clubs, especially now the women football will suffer that kind of a shocks.
Okay.
Because if there's no one who have that level of cash to push it at the level of people always getting the funding to go and play, then you have a problem. So
yeah, you have a problem. We have limited time. Let's talk about the national team of Liberia. See the national team with the leg of some of your players were called to the national team, but you have to be for their preseason in Egypt.
If you, as for a thought leader statement, the epitome of football development lies on the performance of the national team.
Okay.
I'm telling you today, we can never use our local league to measure the level of development of football. If our national team performance does not descend to depict the level of development in Liberia, we can gap the structures, we can build even a football field on the water.
Okay.
In the national team performance, someone out there may get me wrong in terms of political statement, but no, I'm devoid of that. I'm being realistic about the need.
It's not about politics. Everyone knows how the national team performs.
Thank you. So, devoid of politics, we need to see the improvement and consistency of the national team performance. That is a plus for any administration.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I'm going to come and do that. No. I'm saying that if you are at the helm of affairs, if you sleep, think, dream, always ask, what can I do to ensure that the national team of Liberia, whoever manages it, whoever manages it, I'm saying it.
And it's the government property, the national team.
Thank you.
Okay.
And whoever manages it should have a conscience that the performance depicts the level of what? Development of football. So if we use the cliche and nomenclature of football development, and then we see the result and not have a matrix to ensure that, yes, we were supposed to achieve this in going to this tournament, and we're supposed to do this to get this to go to this tournament, then we come and sit back and share blame, then we don't need progress. We are not serious for progress of football in Liberia. The national team is the national team. We can have our team dress in, even go on the field, and our national team don't perform well, it's zero. That is what they call cost 90. So we need to start thinking, why are we not using some models that other countries are using? Now we have countries like Cape Verde beating Cameroon. Did you think that? No. It's about the vision to ensure that there's change in football development.
Okay.
How many of our players are playing internationally? That does not transition to a team that went to a Cup of Nations with no international player and perform well.
Okay.
It's possible because you must have the technical hand, pay them good. Why would we be happy to bring a foreign coach and pay that coach well than having a local coach and not giving a local coach the necessary resources, the best of pay. Because what? No.
We have limited time. We'll call you next time. That time we will be talking about national team and
In
national
the day.
football. So it's about you now in your capacity. How could you describe SC Facile brand identity today and how you're working to grow the brand regionally and internationally?
Well, as it is now, SC Facile is a hustle brand. And
Okay.
we believe that the strength of the brand is not only for local consumption. We want to be proud to have our membership charter in America visible. We want to be proud to have our membership charter in key African countries that we have fame when we go and play there. They should just come out to say, yeah, this is thing. Then that is what we want to do. So our structure now is we'll be building allies around West Africa first, because as I said, our project is phase is in phases.
Okay.
Our first of its kind in terms of after 6 to 8 years of oblivion, we have come back to mainstream like football with this particular game. And this game is a major thing for us to re-push our brand to Africa, because playing MC Object is not like they are team from maybe Brazil or maybe from Europe, but they are one of the biggest names in terms of the CAF Champions League.
They are participated in the 5 different times.
Thank you.
Went to the group
Thank
stage,
you.
even in at the knockout stage of the
Thank you.
competition.
So this tells you that this is a time to leverage on this kind of a brand
Okay.
and make sure that SC Facile record is actually rewritten in the football history of the world. That we believe that this game is a big game and it's a historic game. Everyone in Liberia, please come out and be part of the history of FC Facile today. This particular game on Saturday is not just a normal game. Our fans should be the third force or the 13 men to actually intimidate our visitors who are coming with all kind of tactical tricks to distract us. We must be focused as a fan. Don't do anything not needed. Do not jump over the fence.
Okay.
Do not. We are using this
So
video
clever
not to
call.
only market our game, but we want for us all to be of best behavior so that we cannot have fun for FC Facile. Because as you do the negative, it will impact on us to give us problem, not to even play home again or play behind closed door, and that will not be something you like. Be of best behavior come Saturday.
What has been your greatest rewards so far since coming on to this new role?
This is not a new role for me to say.
I mean, at SC Facile.
At SC Facile, yes, my reward has not been in terms of a plaque or in terms of a.
What is that you post about?
Yes, I post not about specific like or thing that it can be equated, but I believe that the consistency of people knowing that SC Facile exists.
Okay.
In terms of not only the spending of our CEO, but in terms of how we always, by his work, we are always consistently appearing in the eyes of the people as the team of choice and the team of the people. Then I think this is enough achievement, and it's better than even taking a plaque in a way. That consistency in terms of SC Facile being looked, and we believe that there's more work to be done, and that's where I'm not going to sit here and say that I need to be giving someone a plaque or a award for anything. We want to do more, and let's all help to do more in Liberia.
Thank you so much. As part of the show, we have this closing segment I have to do with Brent Teaser. Who do you think is the best player ever in Liberia football in the season 2024-2025 season?
I'll go for my players in terms of
not because he's playing for your team. You've been following other clubs.
No, trust me, I do not follow other clubs.
Okay.
Not intentionally, but
you do not follow other clubs?
Yes, not intentionally.
All club play your club, you're a person.
Yes. So when you play my club, then I know who.
You got defeated to Mate Barrow.
Yeah, Mate Barrow defeat was just an oversight. I keep saying yes. It's not like they are not a football team. They are, but then they kind of
which player is the best player who have no time in our
for
field?
myself? I'm a savage. I love the goalkeeper.
I'm a savage.
Yes, I love that goalkeeper. He has been a very tall goalkeeper for me. He scored all in the league, and that is impressive.
Who do you think is the best defender in the league?
Defender. I go for Josiah C.
Josiah C.
From SC Facile again.
Josiah C is a defensive midfielder.
Yes.
Who do you think is the best midfielder in the league?
the midfielder from other, I think midfield, I think Yaya Belede. I think
Yaya
so.
Belede is
Yeah,
from
from
Heavy
Heavy
11.
11. Yeah. I love that guy. I didn't want to see. He has a lot.
Yeah, leadership ability.
I just love his attitude.
Which
He's a young
players
player.
your best striker?
My striker for the time, I mean, I would give it to two strikers that I think I followed them. The guy from LC Fasel with respect to
Mark Yala?
Mark Yala.
Okay.
And then this guy from Discovery. Discovery had one shot guy.
Jonathan
Freeman.
Okay.
I'm in love with that boy. He's good. He has a very good ball. Yeah.
Which club president you think is the best club president?
How will I go? My club president is the best president in the
Anthony
whole of
Garcia
Africa.
Pro.
Beyond Africa.
Which female club president you think is the best female club president?
I think there's I don't want to call female president.
Why you don't want to call Benita Yue, Grace Awawea?
Well, you know,
Jabo.
I have to get a basis or matches to select, but then I think all of them are doing very well. In
Who do
terms
you
of
think
the
is the best?
the top three. No, I think I have selection of three. The three are the likes of the Temigirls,
Benita
Shatta, and then
Grace Awawea.
No, yeah, that's the Temigirls. That's the Temigirls president.
Emmett Glasgow.
No, I think I will go between Emmett and Jala. No, I'm not going to give one person. I keep saying it. I'll take Emmett and then Emmett. Emmett has been a full season.
You take Emmett and who?
Emmett. I'll take Emmett, and I'll also take the two female in the game. They are all
Emmett, Grace Awawea, and Benita Yue.
Yes. I'll take the three because trust me, women football. This is the benchmark for the women football.
Who do you think will win the 2025-2026 season?
It's going to be tough, but I'll still give it to the Temigirls. In terms of women football.
Women football, men football.
Men football, as if I said, should be able to keep a better performance for next season. So, as if I said, is my best.
We have to go. FC Fasel will maintain the championship according to Peter Kane. He's the head of marketing and film development at the level of FC Fasel, Liberia's champion. No time in our favor. My name is Elijah Pine. It's the May Win edition of Sports Extra. Bye-bye.